Hey everybody, BD Dalton here from your Grow, Sell, and Retire podcast. Bringing you an edition right here. I'll put it up today, but broadcasting live from Madrid. And it's funny because we've been sat here doing our mission control. The team's been working through their business model canvases and thinking about the things that we can do to make things better in our world and make sure that we can have the type of businesses that we want to have. And that's what you're doing if you're listening to this podcast right now. And what I want to talk about today is creating a client experience culture. So making sure that you're giving client experiences that make people want to keep coming back for more. And we've been sitting here and we've been enjoying the Madrid culture, lifestyle, wandering through the streets, eating amazing food, and feeling like you actually get to experience things that you don't get to experience in your own culture. But it's one of those things that you also take back. You know how things actually, when you go away and you bring back a drink or some sort of food, and it tastes different when you bring it back home. It's not the way it tasted when you were on holiday, whether it's a beverage that you have, a bit of food, but you get it home and it's just not the same. So how can we do it so that we can make it so that our clients understand that our experiences and the things that we want to do for them are different than anybody else's, or even better than everybody else's? It's number one point, and this comes through, is let's keep it simple. So when you look at French haute cuisine and all these different types of things, you get all these people that try to make fancy food in different portions and different shapes and all these different things. But when it comes down to Spanish food, it is simple, good home cooking. So they keep it simple. They make sure that there's only a couple things on the menu, and they deliver them, and they deliver them well. So when they deliver them, they keep it simple, and they keep it consistent. So they only have a couple of things on the menu that they're offering, so you could have a couple of niche clients that you deliver to, and you deliver a special way of making sure that their business, or that they're appreciated by you, or that they can use you, and you could add so much more value. So keep it simple, keep it consistent, and keep it fresh. When you look at it, when things are changing out there, you don't need to stay ahead of the times, but you need to make sure that your market and your clients understand that you are up to date. You don't have to be going out on a limb. You don't need to be on the cutting edge, but you need to keep things fresh. So that's simple, consistent, fresh, and engaging. Engaging. This is when we go into the restaurant. You're enjoying yourself. You're trying to speak some Spanish, or you're trying to speak some French, or whatever else it is. But over here in Madrid, when you start speaking Spanish to them, they get so engaged. They want to talk to you about the football. They want to talk to you about the weather, about what you're doing, how things are so much different here than they are in the UK. They really want to make sure that you feel like you're part of it. And this is especially when you go into these little small restaurants on the side streets. They really focus on trying to make sure that they engage with you to a high level. So we've gone simple, we've gone consistent, we've gone fresh, and engaging. The last thing is it needs to be familiar. This is why you need to have a niche client. You need to understand what those clients need. If it's manufacturing, if it's tech, if it's services, whatever else it is, or if it's a specific type of consumer. So if you sell lawnmowers, you need to know everything about what people are going to be doing when they're cutting their lawn. From the things that they use, to the right time of year to do it, to the right water to put on afterwards. You need to make sure that you are familiar and that they know that you're using the right lingo whenever you're talking. Whenever you try to fake something, people will catch you out. So really, looking at it overall, I want you to keep it fresh. I want you to keep it consistent, simple, engaging, and familiar. This really comes through. If you get a chance to come through to Mission Control next year, we're going to be running it again. It's a bit amazing, the people that have walked away with so much information. But this really came to life yesterday when we went to Gines, which is the oldest churro restaurant in town. And we went up there, and there's pictures of on the walls of football players, of all the actors, and everybody else from Spain, from all over the world. And they just come in there, and all they do is they go in there to have churros. And they have churros and coffee, or churros and chocolate. That's all they do. So keep it simple, keep it fresh. And when you're in Madrid, hopefully for Mission Control next year, go to Gines and have your churros. So this is BD Dalton with the Grow, Sell, and Retire podcast, signing off. Hope you have a great day. Enjoy yourself live from Madrid.